What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Ghostrunner. Ghostrunner, well, you're about to find out. Before we get in this video, like, subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. And I just want to make a couple announcements. Yes, I upload every Monday. That's how it's always been for a little while now. So if you want to keep up with that, subscribe, hit the bell, you know the drill. This is a start of a new series, Is It Worth Your Time? So this will probably be coming out 2 times a month, and Pay to Win will be coming out the other 2 Mondays of the month. So you get 2 Pay to Wins and 2 Worth Your Times a month. So those who are wondering, and I'll break it up in between. So since this is going up on November 2nd, sorry, it'll be Worth Your Time, Pay to Win, Worth Your Time, Pay to Win, and it'll just keep alternating. So it'll give you some variety of content, and there might be some other stuff thrown in there if I feel like it. But let's get into this video. Ghostrunner is a first-person, action-based shooter. It's not really a shooter, it's more of a slasher. And what I mean by that is there's no guns that you can use, but you can use a katana. And it's also important to note this is a single-player experience, and they're not playing against other people. So keep that in mind as you go along. Now, let's get into the main meat of this video. Is it worth your time? Well, we're about to figure that out. Let's start with some pros. The game feels very clean. The movement is very precise and very accurate. Wherever I go, the character goes. It's very clean. The game is visually stunning. It looks very good for what it is. From what I can tell, it's an indie game. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. But for an indie game, this game looks really good, has a well-thought-out storyline. You're the last Ghostrunner. Everyone else has been shut down by the evil empire, for lack of words. More like a dictator. But you, as the last Ghost Runner, sorry guys, I can't speak, have to go and take down Mara, which is the evil person that you have to defeat. She controls all of humanity, because it's important to note as well that all of humanity is living in this one tower because everything else is destroyed, and there's a class system and stuff, and depending on your level you get higher amenities. That's not important. Point being, take her out and you can reclaim control of the tower, aka Dharma Tower, which is what it's called, for all of humanity to be, safe or whatever. You have to fight through thugs and stuff. I like the fact that this game is also very challenging. And what I mean by that is, it is a one-hit, one-kill game. So if you're going to hit an enemy, they're dead. But if they hit you with a blaster, you're dead. Which can be very frustrating at times, but I like that. I like that it challenges the player. So, what about some cons of this game? My first con that I want to say, ultimately, is yes, there are checkpoints, but the game right now, and they could make an update to fix this, doesn't save your progress at a checkpoint. So let's say you leave to go eat dinner, or you just want to stop playing for a bit, and you're in the middle of level 5. You have to redo level 5, because it doesn't save your progress, which can be very frustrating, because this happened to me. I was at the end of level 5, and I thought I was done, so I stopped the game, went to go do something else. Turns out I wasn't done, and I had to redo level 5. Luckily, I knew what I was doing, so I was able to get through it faster. It's also very aggravating when you die. It can be very frustrating, because you might have... It's very important to note as well why it's so aggravating to die in this game is you have to re-kill all the enemies you just went through on that checkpoint. So you just hit the checkpoint, you go bang, 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 those guys are down, but you get killed on the last guy. So it can be quite frustrating. You get to take them out, and maybe that's just really a complicated puzzle, and it's, very resource heavy, because there are things you can unlock and stuff like that, but we'll get to that to the end. So that can be very frustrating. But besides that, this game doesn't have many flaws, which is very good for what I can tell. Again, an indie developer, I don't know. But a couple more things I just want to point out. Yes, there are customizable options. I have pre-ordered the game, so I got a katana, like a golden one, but you cannot get that one anymore, so it won't be available. You can find these artifacts things that are hidden behind objects or enemies, and they will give you more insight. Now let's get to the perks. Perks are not what you think they are. They simply boost your abilities. And I know what you're saying. Pay to win! Pay to win! No, you can't pay for them. They're all in-game unlocks as you progress through the game. So, not pay to win, so I will not be making a video. Sorry to burst your bubble. But it's kind of laid out on this grid. So this grid is an open grid. It has some blocks where you can't place, but you place all these blocks like Tetris, and it'll give you power-ups over time. So, very cool system. I just wish you had more space to start with, because starting is very hard, and enemies only get harder as the game goes on. But I also want to point this out. This can kind of go as a con. Excuse me there. Basically what happens is, until level 4-ish, you don't see any new enemy variety. It's the same enemies over and over again. And I can understand why they did this. It's for kind of establishing the fact that the lower tier guys get put on the lower floors and stuff like that. So it's world building. But it's also to kind of say, you're new to the game, let's ease you into it, which is fine. But I wish there were more complicated enemies earlier, because once you get to level 6, guys, if you ever make it that far and start picking up the game, I'm not sponsored, these enemies get hard. I'm just going to forewarn you. But overall, I think this game is very good. I think it can win multiple game awards for how well made it is. It's just a well-made game. I think it might kind of fall into that Fallen Order category of, it's great, but people just don't see it because it might be not what they're looking for. But Fallen Order did very well, and it wasn't an online experience, so it gives me faith in this game and stuff like that. So we'll see how this does. If you like this content, consider subscribing. Only half of you that watch this content are subscribed, so if you could do that, that would be great. Let's see if we can hit 10 likes on this video and 40 subscribers by the end of it. Have a good day, guys.